Hi guys, Crochet and Connect here. I'm coming to you today with the February crochet calendar patterns and a few whips and a gift my husband bought me. So first I'm going to just jump right into the patterns. So February 1st and 2nd is the Twinkle, Cowl, and Beret. The 3rd, 4th, and 5th is part 2. The 6th and 7th is Loopy Lamb Hat. So cute. The 8th and 9th is part 2. February 10th, 11th, and 12th is Pretty Poncho, which says it's sized for a toddler or a small child. That's pretty cute. 13th and 14th is Heart Motif for Valentine's Day, obviously. The 15th and 16th is Ruffles Pillow. 17th, 18th, and 19th is part 2. The 20th and 21st is Big Easy Cowl. The 22nd and 23rd is Color Block Cup Cozy. 24th, 25th, and 26th is Mitten Mania. A pair of colorful mittens. Excuse me. The 27th and 28th is part 2 of those mittens. And the February bonus pattern is Lily Doll, which I think is super cute, and I may eventually end up making for my daughter, because I have been wanting to crochet her a doll. I was actually thinking of eventually crocheting her like a Lala Loopsy style doll. I've seen patterns for them online, I think, but this one's actually pretty cute. I might do this one instead. And this pattern comes in 4 parts. There's various zoomed in photos of the doll. So there's a close-up there. There's a close-up of her bottom half. So yeah, it's a pretty cute doll. So those are all the patterns for February. Next I'll just talk a little bit about my whips. As I mentioned in my previous video, I ran out of the gold yarn for the lion, and I didn't quite have enough orange for the tiger. Or I didn't think I had enough, and I didn't want to risk running out, so I was going to order another skein of the orange. I found a couple of Canadian websites that carry Red Heart, and I went with Hirschner's because they had the most reasonable price for both yarn and shipping. But I couldn't order right away because the orange was out of stock, and it said out of stock until February 20th. And then when I checked back, I think it was like a day or 2 before February 20th, just to verify. Then it said out of stock until March 3rd. So then I waited a few more days, and I checked again, I think mid last week, and then it said everything was back in stock again. So I ordered mid last week, so I should get those 2 skeins of yarn probably within the next couple of weeks or so. So since I didn't have those and couldn't work on those animals, I went ahead and worked on the monkey. This is the smallest one that goes on the top of the tree, and so since it was so small, it didn't take me that long. I actually worked on it for like a couple hours in one evening when my husband and I were watching TV, so it didn't take too long to whip up. So yeah, that's pretty quick. I don't think it turned out quite as cute as the picture. I have, as I've mentioned before, I have issues embroidering facial features. Turned out pretty decent though. I like it. And I love the curly little tail. So that is the monkey complete. Hopefully the lion and tiger will be almost as quick, so it won't take me too long. And then after I finished that, I decided to go back to this granny square blanket that I started months ago that I was making for my baby, and then she came too early and I stopped working on it. So I did a few rows on this, and then as you can see here, I ran out of the yellow, and I still have like 5 rows left, I think, most of which are going to be the yellow because they're doing the yellow every other round, as you can see. So I couldn't continue, and I actually had a little problem because this yellow I got from a thrift store with no label on it, and I had no idea what it was. Although it looked a lot like and felt a lot like it was probably Red Heart. So I had a feeling that it was the Red Heart in cornmeal, and I was actually considering ordering a skein of the cornmeal with my order with the gold and orange yarn. but then I didn't really want to risk it, not knowing for sure if that's what it was, because it was going to add a lot more money to the order and a lot more shipping. So I didn't bother with that, and I actually wasn't sure if I was actually going to bother finishing the blanket because it's all wonky. I think my tension got looser as I went on, and it's not an even square, and it doesn't lay flat. And we have so many blankets now because everybody who gave us baby gifts, almost everybody gave us blankets, so we have so many blankets, like either handmade ones or like fleece, like really soft ones. So we have so many blankets, I wasn't going to bother. But then this past weekend I went to the mall and I found a couple of skeins of cornmeal at Walmart. And I happened to have a little piece of this yarn in my wallet because I was comparing to a few different brands at Michael's a couple weeks ago to see if I could find a good match. Which I found some okay matches, but they weren't, they obviously weren't the right ones. And then I found the cornmeal at Walmart and it was a perfect match, so I figured I might as well, it's almost done, so I might as well finish it. So I bought the skein, which is right here, cornmeal. It was like $4.29 or something. So hopefully I'll have this complete for the next video. I only have a few more rounds and they're pretty quick to do. It's just straight double crochets, obviously, because granny square. So I'm hoping to have this done for the next video. And then, so there was a period of time where I had finished the monkey and I couldn't continue on with the blanket because I didn't have the yarn. But I wanted to crochet something, so of course I started another whip, because why not add more whips to your list when you have a child to take care of. So I started doing a hat for my daughter for Easter. I've been wanting to take an Easter picture of her in a bunny hat, so this is, I found a pattern online somewhere. I'll put the link to that down below in the description box. So I finished the hat part, and I just have to make the ears. This is Karen Simply Soft in white, and the ears are going to have a soft pink accent. Karen Simply Soft, soft pink. This is left over from the heart blanket that I made my friend for her wedding. And this was in a bag of random yarn that I got from someone. I can't remember if it was my friend's grandmother or my brother's girlfriend's grandmother. One of them had a bunch of yarn. I got bags of yarn from both of them when they passed, and one of them had this in it. So there's that. So yes, I just have to make the ears, and this pattern also has a matching diaper cover with a poofy rabbit tail on it. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that or just do the hat and take a picture of her with the hat and like a white onesie, maybe. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I guess it depends how much time I have, if I get this done quickly before Easter or not. I don't know. So I guess I'll let you know in my next video what I decide, because Easter will be very close when the next video comes out. So there is that. And then my husband bought me a gift for Valentine's Day. I actually kind of wanted this for Christmas, but then I thought it would be kind of silly because I wouldn't have much time to use it with the baby coming. And it was kind of pricey as well. And we didn't want to spend too much money with the baby coming. But then we saw it in our local bookstore, and my husband just really wanted to splurge on it for Valentine's Day. So I got the Marvel character crochet kit to go with my other crochet kits, which I haven't used yet. I'm hoping throughout the year to get a few characters done from each of my kits to show in videos. But as the year goes on, I'm going to be really busy with the baby as she grows, so I'm not sure if I'm going to have time for that, but I want to get some done. I'll try. So this is the Marvel one, and it comes with patterns for She-Hulk, Hulk, Captain America, Iron Man, Spider-Man, and Thor. And then also Ant-Man, Groot, Star-Lord, Hawkeye. I can't remember her name. She's played by Scarlett Johansson in the movie, so I can't remember her name. but the Scarlett Johansson one and Falcon. Mine is drawing a blank. I don't know why. I should know this. I'm like a big Marvel fan. But anyways, so yeah. So it comes with all those patterns and enough yarn for Captain America and Spider-Man. So that was pretty cool. And this was the last crochet kit I wanted. There are a few more that I don't have, but I'm not really interested in those, like the Frozen one and I think there's a Disney Princess one, maybe. And Wizard of Oz one. I'm not really interested in those. But I think this is the last one I really wanted. And it actually just came out recently. So I guess this is the last one I want for now until more come out. But yeah, I'm going to have to tone it down with the kits because I'm not going to have time to make a lot of these. But so yeah, so that was my Valentine's Day gift. And I think that is all I have to show today. So I hope everybody's had a good February and happy crafting.